What's going on, guys? This is Dr. Freeze here at the Lighthouse, and today I'm going to teach you some intermediate finger rolls. Today I'm going to teach you the reverse finger roll, the crossover, and the infinite finger roll. Now, if you're ready to step your finger rolls up, give me a like and subscribe and let's get to it. Now, before we get into these exercises, you must know the basic finger roll, which I go over here. Now let's start off with the reverse downward finger roll. So what we're gonna do is place one hand over the other. I have my right over my left. And we're gonna start with our pointer finger and open one at a time. One at a time, and then close it the same way. It's just like the regular finger roll, but this time they're crossed over, and so the finger placement is going to be a little different. So you open it one way, close it, and then try it the opposite way. Now you want to do it both ways, and after you get that down, switch your hands. And this will help your finger rolls like crazy. So now our left's over our right, open it one way, close it the same way, and then do it reverse. Once you get these exercises down, you should be able to smoothly throw a finger roll. And if you'd like, you can practice the U-shaped finger roll as well. Now you can also do these with your palms facing upward, and I will call these the reverse upward facing finger rolls. And so we cross our hands, my right's over my left, and I open it starting from my pinky this time, one at a time, and then we'll open this one at a time, and then we close it the same way. And just like before, once you get it one way, practice it the other way. And then switch your hands and go both ways again. These exercises take a lot of time and practice, so don't rush through them. Because I see right through those sloppy ass finger rolls with them blinky lights. You can't fool me! But seriously guys, take your time with them and they'll pay off huge. Now that you got those down, we can move on to the crossover finger roll. So pretty much what it is it's a reverse finger roll mixed with a regular finger roll. And you're kind of moving your hands from side to side while you're doing it. So here's what we'll do. We'll start off in the reverse. And I'm putting my left over my right. We're gonna open the finger roll starting with the left. And then we're gonna move it over this way. And as we do that, we close the finger roll. And the reason we move it this way is because we want space in the center to throw the next finger roll. So this hand that's on top, my left hand, is going to come out forward, and starting from the pinky, it's gonna open a finger roll, and then we're gonna present it in the front like this. And then we're gonna close it as we shift it this way. And then as this one's closing, we're gonna prepare this one, and it's gonna come over the hand, and then we're gonna open it starting with our pointer. And then we're gonna close it, shift it over this way, and then open this one. Now again, you wanna practice these both with your left over your right and with your right over your left. Once you get these down, you can really spice up your finger rolls. Now I'm gonna go over the infinite finger roll. These took me forever to do, and so I'll teach you what took me years to get through. You can do these either upwards or you can do them downwards. And for either direction, you could do them two different ways. You could either replace one hand so the infinite finger roll stays in the center, Or you could kind of shift it over like this. So if we're doing these upward finger rolls, you open a finger roll, and then as this one's closing, this hand starts to shift over this way. And as it does, this hand's gonna open like this, starting from the pointer. And then as this one closes, it's gonna come from underneath and then open starting from the pinky. And as this one closes, it's gonna go above like this. And as this one closes, this will come around like this. And this takes practice, of course. What I recommend is think about the connections of the middles. Don't rush into it, but think about if I'm going like this, and then I'm going like this, what will be a nice looking finger roll? Generally, you want it to be symmetrical, and if it's a U shape, that'll help too. In terms of the placement of your hands, you could go either on top of the hand, or you could go underneath the hand. For me, I prefer to go on top, but everyone has their own preference. Now for the downward infinite, we're gonna open up our finger roll, and then we're gonna close the right hand starting from our pinky, shift the whole thing over, and then open one from our pinky. And then we're gonna close it starting from our pointer of our left, and bring it over, and then open it with a pointer. In these examples, I'm keeping the finger roll placed in the center. But if you wanted to, you could move it around. I could boom here, boom here, boom here, boom here, and then and to really get those down, you need to know stacks, which I go over here, because the placement of the hand is actually you just stacking. And if you have really precise placement with your stacks, then you'll be able to move your finger roll around in different places effortlessly. Now here are a few tips for these finger rolls. The main one will be take it slow and focus on the presentation of your fingers. If you're in this position, you want it to be aesthetic and symmetrical. And if you're in this position, you want it to be aesthetic and symmetrical. If you're in this position, you want it to be aesthetic and symmetrical. And if you're in this position, you guessed it. I would also recommend try playing around with the placement of your hands. So instead of your next hand going on top like this, try going on the bottom and see what it looks like, because it might give a different effect. And remember to always keep your middles connected. That's whatever two fingers are connecting your hands. Here it's my pinkies, and then here it's my pointers. You just want to make sure that they're always connected no matter what, whether you're doing the upward or the downwards. And that will give you those seamless finger rolls. Another tip is watch Ayo Mimic. All of these Ayo dudes, they nail down their finger rolls and they practice them for years and years. So if you really want inspiration, check them out. Well, thank you again for watching. I hope you learned something. Now go be the light in someone's world. If you got anything valuable out of this video, please give me a subscribe and comment down below with what you want to see next. Take care, and I'll see you next week.